So, Shalini, what did Wheeler find?
Just throw the glitter in my face. I don't
Okay.
know.
Oh, God. All right. Well, I'm Richie,
I'm Shalini, and this is Binge Yap Repeat.
and today's episode is all about A Man on the Inside, Season 2, which premiered Thursday, November 20th, 2025 on Netflix. So A Man on the Inside, if you haven't seen season one, it's an American comedy television series created by the famous Michael Schur, who also did, Parks and Rec, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, The Office, had his hands, The Good Place, many things. And it also stars Ted Danson as Charles Newendike, who is a retiree turned amateur private investigator. So season two premiered just a year after season one, and it actually takes place on a fictional college campus named Wheeler College, which is very near and dear to our hearts because the filming location was actually on the Caltech campus in Pasadena, California, which is where Shalini and I went to school and where we met. So
Yeah.
this was such an awesome show to watch, especially this particular season. So it's great. And I didn't know this, but according to Wikipedia, it's based on the 2020 documentary film The Mole Agent by Maite Alberti. So,
Whoa, I did not know that.
yeah, I didn't know that either, right? I was like looking up on Wikipedia, and I was like, wait, what? So, if any yappers out there have watched this documentary, The Mole Agent, and have any hot takes, please let us know. I would love to know.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Also, I don't think I knew that it was created by, is it Michael Schur? Michael
Yeah,
Schur?
Michael
Yeah, I
Schur.
don't think
Yeah.
I knew it was created by him, but that makes so much sense about towards the end when Jules and her mom were talking about Veronica Mars, and they were like, has she done anything else recently?
Yeah, I love that little Easter egg there. I was like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
we all know the good place. So yeah, that was cool. All right, so I think we're gonna continue with our normal scoring system, which is we rate first, then we discuss, and then we see if our rating has changed.
Okay,
So would you want to go first?
sure. All right. Off the bat, I would say quality, 4 out of 5. Enjoyment, 4 out of 5. Really
Wow.
enjoyed it. Yeah, it was so cute. And of
Yeah,
course, seeing all the Caltech filming locations was so fun. Um, and which I definitely want to talk about. And yeah, just like such a heartwarming story. I was just back in the world. So cute. Yeah.
I would say quality is 5 out of 5 for me. And then I think my
Whoa.
enjoyment is a 4 out of 5. So this is a 9 out of 10 for me.
Oh, so cute.
All right. So what did you think about the season overall?
I liked that they recreated the whole mystery thing in another location besides a retirement community where an old person could find themselves, which was
Mm.
fun. I thought it was a really creative way to do a season two. So I'm very curious what season three will be like. Um, and it was fun that there were some young people in this season too, like even younger than Julie and Emily's generation, because they're in college. And yeah, I thought the story was creative. I loved the Thanksgiving episode. Um, yeah, yeah, just loved it.
Ooh, I want to talk about that Thanksgiving episode actually. Okay, so during this episode, Charles and Mona are kind of like celebrating their first Thanksgiving together. Charles invites his family over, and then other people are calling Charles with like different hardships and problems, and Mona's like, just come on over, like it'll be fine. We have enough food, it's totally fine. And then at the end of that episode, um Charles like gets angry at her because he's like, "Oh, I just wanted this to be like just us two, and I wanted this to be a time where you could meet the people who are near and dear to my heart, and I don't think it was that." And then Mona
Mm.
was like, "But I did meet the people who are near and dear to your heart," which I kind of agree with. So I didn't really understand why Charles was upset at her.
I think so. I think it was very clear that he had a very specific vision for this Thanksgiving, right? Like he wanted his family there, and Calbert, I guess, was invited. But like he didn't really necessarily want Dee Dee there. He didn't necessarily want Jules and her whole family there. Like he really wanted this to be about Mona meeting the most important people in his life. So, I think she kind of diluted that by randomly inviting people on the day of. Also, Charles doesn't seem like a guy that can go with the flow very well, especially when he's hosting something. So I think it kind of stressed him out to suddenly have like 5 extra guests. And B, I thought it was really rude when he was like, let's go around and say what we're all thankful for. And she's like, no, let's say our favorite concert, which I thought, yeah. So I was kind of annoyed at her too. And so I thought they built that tension really naturally, actually. Or
Mm,
like every time she invited someone, you could see him being like, oh, I don't know, but I don't want to be rude. And then
yeah.
and then she didn't put the pigs in a blanket in the oven. And yeah, just all these things were like, they were trying to have two very different Thanksgivings.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. I feel like pigs in a blanket, that was an irritating point. Where I was like, you've invited all these people. The least you could do is like help with the food.
Yeah.
So like that I understand. And I also understand the Thanksgiving tradition of like she shouldn't have stepped in and been like, let's talk about our favorite concerts. But I didn't agree with Charles about, like where Dee Dee was coming in and was like, oh, like I am gonna drive all the way back and then I'm gonna drive, like presumably drive all the way there to pick up Calbert and then drive him back to Pacific View. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, of course you should invite her to just stay. Like
Yeah.
what?
I agree with that one. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I thought that, and also inviting Jules, I was like, yeah, tell Jules to like bring all of her food over and then have that Thanksgiving there. Yeah, so that's why I was like, what are you talking about, Charles? Like, invite these people into your life. Yeah,
Yeah. But I mean, it's his house. Like, he doesn't have to want to invite Julie, you know?
that's true. Yeah, that's true. I wanted to talk about just like season one versus season two. Like, how did you think like the transition was? Do you think it was like really natural? Do you think there are enough elements or not enough elements of season one and season two?
Um, I don't think I really noticed a big shift in like the energy or the humor or anything. I actually found season 2 really funny. And so I can't remember if I found season 1 this funny, but if anything, it got funnier.
Mm,
Um So I really liked that. I thought the mystery wasn't as interesting, maybe. Like it did seem a tiny bit contrived, or I don't know. There were just so many points where I was like, is Berenger doing this to himself? Is Holly behind it? Is Dr. Cole behind it? And then I was like kind of all three or something.
yeah.
And so yeah, I thought like the that story or that resolution was a little lame. But other than that, I thought it had enough depth, and I liked all the side characters, like, what's her name? The girl that was interning in his lab, the girl
Oh,
who yeah, with, like, the roommate and stuff. Oh, Claire Chung,
Claire, yes.
played by Madison Hu. So I was just saying I liked the richness of the university world and, like, all the
Mm.
side characters, including Claire.
Yeah. I think I did really like how there were enough characters in season one that it was still like, oh yeah, like all of my friends that I've met, like they're still part of my life, which is really cute, I thought.
Mhm.
Um, I I feel like I didn't feel as much as I did season
Mm.
one. So I remember very distinctly that I cried at the end of season one because it was like he was coming to terms with his wife's death. Like he was finally coming out of his shell. He was meeting new people, meeting new friends, and realized that like there's a whole world out there that he had kind of just given up on. And so like that really made me tear up when he was like kind of having that emotional moment. But I don't think there was really an emotional moment in season two. I think there was
Yeah.
like he got his PI license at the very end, and so like that was a big moment for him. But I don't like think I really felt as much as I did in season one. I did laugh more.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I think I agree with that. Definitely more character development for Charles in season 1. maybe the big one for him in season 2 was just being open to love again, and
True.
romantic love, that is. And yeah, just kind of like learning how to be vulnerable like that again and stuff. But yeah, I don't think it was as big of a transition for him as season 1, when he was like literally just re-entering the world after years of being isolated.
Yeah. Okay, speaking of romantic love, so during this season, a major plot point is that he is falling for this woman, Mona Margitoff. Do you think their love story is over? Because at the end, we find out that she's like accepted a position in Croatia and she's like yeeting off to Croatia for a year. And he's like, no, I don't want to do that. So then they break up. But like, do you think that's the end?
I thought that's how they presented it for sure. Um, I do agree with what he said to Calbert at the end, which is that I think they have completely different philosophies on life. Where, even at the beginning of the Thanksgiving episode, he was like, I just love having a small, intimate family Thanksgiving. And she's like, I love going to concerts. And he's like,
Mm,
oh. So I do think, even though they were super drawn to each other, they clearly have a lot of chemistry. They love each other's company. I think it makes sense that they kind of had an expiration date, because they want to spend their final, I won't say final years, final phase of life in very different ways.
yeah, that's true. So do you think in season three we'll see another love interest that's maybe more of Charles's style?
Maybe. Maybe.
Ooh,
Yeah.
predictions. Okay. All right,
I
we'll
like
keep an
it.
eye out. I really liked Mona for him. I thought it was sweet, but
Yeah,
mm,
I think if they had shown that, like, I mean, I actually do think at the end of the Thanksgiving episode, they showed that she kind of understood, and like kind of changed for him, or like, just tried more to understand his love of Thanksgiving, and like ask questions about Emily's mom and stuff. So I thought that was sweet. I don't think we really saw him. I guess we saw him like kind of trying to be more spontaneous, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're just
yeah,
too different.
maybe it's possible. Okay, so actually going back to the Thanksgiving episode, is lasagna battery actually a thing?
I don't know. I wanted to ask you the same thing. Let's look it up.
You're closer to I am, discipline-wise, to know if lasagna battery
True.
is actually a thing.
More of a hardware than a software thing. Lasagna battery refers to the accidental creation of a galvanic cell when food with acidic or salty components like lasagna is stored in a steel pan and covered with aluminum foil. The steel pan acts as one electrode, the aluminum foil acts as the other, and the moist food acts as the electrolyte, generating a small electrical current that corrodes the foil. This can lead to holes in the foil and the presence of metallic or corroded bits in the food, which is safe to eat but has an unpleasant taste. Wow,
Wow.
so it's real. Okay, I think the only thing that didn't seem real was that the aluminum foil seemed completely untouched.
Exactly. That's just
Yeah.
what I was gonna say. And then, but it also looked like blue on top of the lasagna. Was that just my TV or would it? It
No,
did
no,
look
it
like
was
that, right?
definitely blue. It was definitely blue.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't. Would that? Is that what it would look like?
I don't know if it would look like that, because it would be aluminum, right?
Yeah.
Aluminum isn't blue.
You heard it here
Even
first, folks.
even corroded aluminum, or like aluminum ion. Okay, we need to ask Jackie.
Jackie, we know you're listening. Tell us about lasagna batteries. Have you ever made one? Would you eat one? And how good is the voltage?
Okay, last question. Would it turn blue?
Oh, yeah, then that too. I forgot. Okay, good to know. Great.
Yeah,
And then
but
I
we
had
do
an
know it's a real thing.
yes, it is a real thing. But in that case, like, wouldn't it would be possible for any food that you make as long as it's salty enough and you put it in a steel pan and you cover it with aluminum foil, right?
And moist enough. Yeah.
Salty and moist.
Hmm.
So like a cake wouldn't do this.
I don't think so, unless it was a salty cake. A moist,
Yeah.
a salty tres leches cake.
What is the salt level that is required to create a food battery? Is it because I know that you can do like a potato battery, right? Isn't that possible? And potatoes that have that much salt in it.
True.
Jackie, we need you in here. Yappers, Jackie is our batteries specialist. So
She has a PhD in chemical engineering and works at a battery company. So if she doesn't know, no one does.
like all good podcasters, we have a battery specialist on retainer.
She'll just
Just for
probably
you.
comment on the episode and not actually chime in, but
That is true. Okay. If there's enough interest, we'll bring her on next episode for her take on lasagna batteries. Okay, but this is another science question that I had, and maybe I'm dumb. But speaking of electrolytes, when what's her name? Kelsey, the selfie person, when she was saying that she was just drinking Pedialyte the whole time because she thought that when you were pregnant you weren't supposed to have water. Isn't like wouldn't you still be hydrated on Pedialyte? It's still water, right?
absolutely. It's definitely like 99.99999% water plus some
Okay.
electrolytes.
Okay, great. That's what I was thinking. I was like, she's like, I've just been drinking Pedialyte this whole time. I'm like, that's fine.
Yeah. There's really no issue. It's just a lot of sugar.
Okay, great, great. Okay, I was just wondering. I was good. I was like, wait, wouldn't she not be thirsty if she was just drinking Pedialyte? Okay, great. Glad. Okay. Um, with that being said, I think it's time to pivot to Wheeler College slash Caltech.
Yes. Yappers, if you really don't care about the areas of Caltech that we're used to film, you can probably fast forward.
It's gonna be us like nerding about Caltech. Oh man. Well, I think okay, one thing that I noticed about season 2 is that I definitely was distracted by the fact that it was on Caltech campus. I think similar to what you said, it took me out of the story a little bit because I was like, wait, oh, that's out there. Oh, they put that sign there. Horford
Yeah.
Hall doesn't exist. That was like a Wheeler College thing. So I
Yeah,
kept like
that
looking
was
at the differences.
Parsons. Horford Hall was Parsons Gates, I think.
Yes, yeah, Parsons Gates. Oh, but it was really interesting how they were able to do like some kind of stone inlay. There was another building that they renamed and it looked like a stone engraving.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and I
Yeah,
was
they
like,
must have
"Oh,
like added something on top that's like plaster or something.
that's probably it." I was like, "That's not the name of the building. I know that for sure, but it definitely looks engraved, which they would not have been able to do." Yeah. It's
Yeah.
cute.
It was
So
so cute. Okay, a few things I noticed. One, the turtle that was caught on his jacket was in the wrong pond.
exactly! That's exactly what I wrote down in our notes. Okay, yappers. So at Caltech, there are these two ponds that are pretty close to each other. So one pond is called the Turtle Pond at Caltech, and it was actually the site of the creek where Wheeler was supposed to like pan for gold in the creek. So that is like not a creek at all. It's just like a pond where all of these turtles hang out. And I think all the turtles have like AIDS or something, right? They have like some kind of
I
disease.
don't think I knew that.
Oh, okay, wait. Let me look this up. Turtles in the turtle pond disease Caltech. Okay, I have no idea. I'm pretty sure they have some disease that has affected like all of them because they all like have sex with each other. So it's like some kind of STD.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
These inbred diseased turtles.
I think so.
Oh jeez.
Anyway, yeah, you're not supposed to touch any of those turtles because they are a disease vector, according to the Caltech website. So if you do end up going to Caltech campus to visit, don't touch the turtles.
PSA.
Anyway, so that's the first pond. And then the second pond, which is actually right behind it, is where Charles Neuendijk was biking over that little bridge over that pond,
Scooter.
or the scooter, yes. So the scooter. So that is called Milliken Pond. And that is, there's no turtles in that pond. It's like
Turtle-free zone.
turtle-free zone. They do not touch it. They don't go near it. It's like very much treated. Like that water is treated. So the fact that he like went in that pond and then he got up and there was like a turtle attached to his like suit pocket was like, okay, that would never happen. Yeah. And then the other thing is that that pond is actually quite shallow. Milliken Pond is quite shallow. So when he like fell over from the
Yeah.
scooter into the pond, I was like, oh, ouch. Like
They must have added some padding or something, because yeah, he would have broken a hip for sure.
for sure. Yeah. So I wonder if it was like, yeah, maybe some padding or stunt double or something. I don't know what happened, but I was like,
Yeah.
that seems dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Go.
the other things I noticed, I think they even filmed some of the lecture halls at Caltech lecture halls, because
Yes.
the journalism lecture taught by that guy Max, that was Annenberg, where
Yes.
our CDS class was. Wait, what class was that?
Yeah, we had a bunch of computer science classes there, and I think our CDS classes, which
Okay.
stands for what? Was it stand for again? Something design.
Controls and dynamic systems.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Clearly retained a lot from that class.
And then I think there's another lecture hall that was where our physics freshman classes were, right?
Oh, I did. Was that the one with like it was a blackboards, but then it had like that really pretty wooden kind of framing next to it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's where we had our physics classes. But then a lot of the other inside shots were not filmed at Caltech. So I think there were some.
Yeah, I think the offices were not. The coffee shop was not. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But it was so fun trying to like see all the scenes and be like, oh my God, that's that. I think also the music
Yeah.
building was not
Oh, okay. I
the
don't really
inside of the
remember.
music building.
Oh yeah, the inside of the music building was not.
Yeah.
There was also a shot where I was like, is there a new building on campus? Because it looked like, you know, those twin buildings that frame Beckman
Yes.
Auditorium? Then to the left of it, it looked like there was a brand new building. Or maybe to the right of it or something.
Wait, to the left of Beckman, the wedding cake, or to the...
To the left of the building that's to the left of the wedding cake.
Oh, I thought that had been there. So that was the
Oh.
bio building, but the graduate bio building, I think.
Oh.
It's just like
okay.
we never had any undergraduate classes there, so
Oh,
we
okay.
never spent time there. But I had a summer undergraduate research fellowship at that building. So I spent a lot of time there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I think the Caltech campus has changed a lot since we were there. So like I wasn't actually sure if that coffee shop was the new coffee shop that's there, because back in our day, this was like 10 plus years ago, we used to have this thing called Red Door Cafe that underwent like a ton of renovations since we left, and so now it's almost like completely unrecognizable. Or no, it was like Chow's, right?
Yeah, but during
Red
the
Door
day,
Cafe
yeah.
/ Chow's.
Yeah, at night it was called Coffee House, but we called it Chow's.
Yeah.
Other schools call theirs Coho, which makes way more sense than Chow's, but here we are.
I love Chow's. So cute.
Chow's, the word Chow's just makes me think of midnight chicken tenders, so I just, which is generally what I used to get.
Yeah, a lot of deep fried foods were eaten at midnight at that place.
Just classic Caltech.
So good. What I actually found interesting, like, was the similarities between Wheeler and Caltech. So even though Wheeler is supposed to be this small liberal arts school, which is so funny because the whole plot is that Vinnick is trying to make Wheeler like only be like a science and engineering school, which is exactly what Caltech is. But I think what I did find in common with them was that I think Caltech has a very strong sense of community, as you probably guessed by the way that we're talking about Caltech. And so did Wheeler, right? So I thought it was really sweet how, well, maybe not sweet, but I thought it was really interesting how they had Wheeler have this sense of community, but then they were like, oh, if we become a science and engineering school, like we're gonna lose that sense of whimsy and like what makes Wheeler Wheeler. And I was like,
Engineers are
oh.
whimsy as hell.
Yeah, so I thought that was funny.
Yeah, that
But
was funny.
yeah, I feel like Caltech also had like a bunch of like crazy traditions. It was super weird school, and it was just a really great place to, I think, be an adult or like come into our own as an adult. So my question to you, Shalini, is Wheeler College has that the stone garden where you can write a phrase or like give advice to the undergrads that were there. So what would your stone be?
Oh,
And it doesn't have to
I
be to Caltech
think
students, like just general college students.
just general college students. I think it would be something like, okay, I would make this more quippy, but something like, your life's path will never be a straight line, and that's good. Something like that.
I love that.
Oh,
I
thanks.
think mine would be always be curious.
ABC.
ABC. Not to be confused with ABW.
ABW. Mine would be always be watching. BYR.
Mine would be hashtag BYR.
Yeah, okay. Going back to kind of like the culture and the community at Wheeler. I loved the Stone Garden. I also loved the Gold Rush tradition. It kind of reminded me of like, was it Shower Wars in your house?
Yeah.
Where that like lasted a week and you would just like try to I don't know if they still do this, but what was it? You would just like try to find people that lived in different hallways than you and like pick them up and put them in the shower.
Yeah. I mean, now that we say it, it's like way less complicated than what did Wheeler find. But yes, so during the first week of the school year, we had like Frosh Hell Week, whatever it is. It was basically like hazing. So basically in our house, Ruddick House, now Venerable House, you had to wear a costume the whole week. And if you were caught outside of your room not wearing your costume, any upperclassman could come, grab you, and bring you into the nearest bathroom to quote unquote shower you. And what that meant was like you were supposed to just like drench your head in water, but like I think the rules were a little bit lax, and as long as you like went into the bathroom and like got your hair a little wet, it was fine.
Nice. People in Reddick House were very nice. They were
What
not the
was
mean hazers.
what was Page House like, Shalini?
Well, our culture was definitely a little more intense. Our freshman event, I guess there were two. One was the day we all got into the house. So it kind of like worked like Rush for yappers that went to normal schools. And so once we rotated into our actual house, then we would have like a some sort of event. And our event was the freshmen would crawl up and down the hallway while the sophomores sprayed condiments at us. That was called the line. And it was the line of the hallway. And it was just really scary. But after that, it actually remained scary for a bit. Because
Great.
then if you arrived late at dinner, all the waiters would yell at you and ask you why you're late. It was an intense house, but made some of my best friends. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was definitely very effective at bonding the freshman class together, which I think was the point.
Yeah, that's true. And then I think soon after we graduated, there was like a no more hazing rule, or like anything that
No,
constituted
it was
hazing.
literally after our freshman year that they
Oh yeah.
completely changed the hazing rules. So then none of the freshmen respected us once we were no longer freshmen. Yeah.
So true. Oh well.
Oh well.
It's for the best. would say.
I'm just bitter because I didn't get to haze anyone.
Yeah, I think that's true. That's accurate. I think the other funny thing that uh is like even more accurate or even more apt for us to comment on is there is one line where they're in the music room. It's Charles and Mona is like, "Oh, the a cappella group started practicing. There's like 45 a cappella groups on this campus," and she like leaves in a huff. And I started laughing so hard because Yappers, Shalini and I met because we were in an a cappella group together.
That is our origin story. Which I don't think we've talked about on the show before.
We have not. Yeah, it must be
Yeah.
new to people. But
Yeah.
yeah, we met in an a cappella group. And not only that, Caltech is a very small school. So our undergraduate class was like
240.
240 or so. And our complete undergraduate body was like 800 something, right? So of our tiny, tiny school of 800 something, we had no less than 4 a cappella groups.
Yeah. In retrospect, it's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot. That's like, I feel like we should run the percentage here. So if, let's say, every a cappella group had like 20 people, that's like 10% of the student body is in an a cappella group.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
I don't think it was 20 people, though. I think it was more like 10 to 15 in each a cappella group. But still, 5 to 8%.
Yeah, okay, but 60 out of 800 is, yeah, 7.5% of the student body is in an a cappella group.
Yeah.
It's quite a lot.
When we joined Caltech, there were only 2. The other 2 sprung up while we were there.
Yeah, and I don't know how many there are now. If there are
Probably
any
20.
Caltech yappers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
current
maybe.
Caltech yappers. We would love to know.
I
Or
wonder if
more
there are
recent than
any.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Caltech
Please
yappers,
comment.
show yourselves. Yeah, okay, let me see if there is anything else. So who do you think is the Vinnick of Caltech? So like Vinnick is apparently this like ultra rich alumni of Wheeler College, but he's kind of an asshole. So who do you think is the equivalent?
Okay, I don't know if I know that many rich alumni, especially enough to know whether they're assholes or not, but I do think the guy that invented the 3-digit security code on credit cards went to Caltech. And he must be super rich.
No way, I didn't know that.
I think so, yeah. I don't remember what his name is.
I'm looking it up. Michael Stone, is that correct?
I don't know.
It says the card security code was developed by Michael Stone, Equifax employee Michael Stone in 1995.
Technology executive. Okay, I'm on his LinkedIn. He looks like he went to Caltech.
Oh, come
I
on.
shouldn't say that.
So mean.
Look at that.
Self-burn.
Self-burn, truly.
I don't see his education. Okay, well, I don't know what it is, but my submission is Elon Musk. Even though he's not a Caltech alum, he was the 2016 commencement speaker. And so I feel like he would be the Vinnick
Oh,
of
yeah.
Caltech.
Vinnick definitely had Musk vibes, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I was like, oh, I wonder how much of this is like actually based on Caltech.
I wanted to talk about a few things. One is Julie and Dee Dee's budding romance.
Ooh, okay.
When
Let's
did
talk
you
about it.
did you suspect it happening at all? And if so, when did you suspect it?
Dude, from the very beginning, I was like shipping them because especially when Julie was like, "Why did you hire me?" And then she kind of just like put the files aside and was like, "So, like, how are you? How was your
Yeah.
day?" Whatever it was. I was like, "Oh, are they a thing?" But then I felt like they completely abandoned that time, like that B storyline for like multiple episodes. and then brought
until
it back at the
Thanksgiving.
very end. Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about this.
Yeah, me too. I had the same thought as you in episode 1 or whatever. And then during the Thanksgiving episode when Dee Dee was asking questions about Julie to that employee of Julie's, and then that lady was like, blah blah blah, Julie did have a girlfriend. I was like, I knew it. I knew
There it
it. This is
is.
a romance plot line. Yeah,
Yeah, it was cute. I
it
hope
was
to see
cute.
them together next season.
Yeah. Very cute. Oh yeah, wait, we also haven't talked about Jason Mantzoukas.
Oh yeah, oh my gosh. Dude, I feel like he plays the same character every time. Like just some like unhinged dude.
So crazy. But I eat it up every time, I gotta
And
say.
same.
It's so funny.
Same.
His stupid gerbil thing.
Oh my god. Jane Fonda.
Jane Fonda. Wait, that was Jane Fonda?
Yeah, I think that was the
Okay.
gerbil's name.
That's so funny. Yeah, that was really funny. And then oh yeah, his whole thing about, I guess it related to Jane Fonda, about not having hay in the house. He's like, hey, where do you keep your loose hay? Oh, classy guy like you doesn't have loose hay in the house.
Yeah, I was like, what? Why? Why are you asking about this? This isn't
Oh my
the good place where you're like a broken AI.
So funny. And then in the background, you can just see Julie being like,
Oh my god, dude,
she comes
also
up and takes it away.
the hummus and the paint.
Oh my god.
where Charles is like, that seems like a like an interesting situation, high risk situation. He's like, no, it's fine. Look at this. This is hummus, and he eats it, and he's like, or is that? And then he eats that one too, and then he's like, they're both hummus. Oh my god!
That
First of
actually
all,
reminded me. Oh wait, yeah,
hummus
go
ain't
on.
that runny. Hummus isn't like paint. It's completely
That was a
different
very
textures.
tahini forward hummus.
Yes, exactly.
Which I learned how to make in a Caltech cooking class.
Hey, you learn how to make tahini or tahini forward hummus?
Oh, sorry, I meant hummus.
Okay, got it.
Do you
I
remember
learned how to
that?
make paint.
I learned how to make hummus flavored paint.
I don't remember most of those cooking classes.
Okay, I have a very distinct memory. You, Jing, and Alika were our cooking TAs, and it was like me, Stan, and Harrison in who were your students essentially. So it was like absolute clown town. Anyway, we were making hummus, and in for the actual hummus blending, we had to go inside, and that lady that used to help out with the class would do the actual blending, and then
Mhm.
just like ask, and then she just kept asking us how much garlic we want. And you and Jing were just like, more garlic every time. I was like, oh.
Rip pre before I learned that garlic makes me bloat.
Oh no. Yeah, it was
Rip.
raw garlic too.
Yeah. But was it delicious?
Oh, very delicious.
Well, there you go. That's why we're the TAs and you're the student. I have a confession to make about the Caltech cooking class. I think I've already made this confession years ago, but I'm going to make it again now while we're
Tell
recording.
me.
Okay, so during this cooking class, there was one night where we had to make mac and cheese, I think, like from scratch. So we had to like make the cheese sauce and everything. So one of our students, I think it was Adam actually, I think.
Mhm.
He was in charge of like making the cheese sauce, but he didn't stir it. He didn't stir the cheese enough. And it was a problem because I was like trying to look at everyone all at once because I think that we were like down a couple TAs, so it was like many students per one TA. And so I was not paying attention to Adam, and then Adam comes over to me. He's like, it smells like burning. And then I'm like, oh God. So I go over to the cheese sauce, and sure enough, because he was not stirring it all the way at the bottom, the stuff at the bottom was like burning a little bit. So I was like, oh no, what do we do? And so then I was like, I feel like it's fine. And so we just go ahead and like keep making it. We pour in the mac, we stir it all up, and I'm like scraping the bottom, including the burnt bits, into the rest of the mac and cheese. Then Alika comes over and is like, why would you, like, she was like, oh, like, we could have saved this if you didn't like stir everything up together. She was like, who would stir all of this up together? Like, and then after the class, she was like, poor Adam just didn't know that, like, you, poor Adam just, like, stirred everything all up together, and that's why it tasted so burnt. But, like, yeah, I mean, like, that's why he's in this class.
Oh my God.
I'm so sorry, Alika. It was me this whole time. I was the one who led Adam astray. It was
You
me.
should apologize to Adam. He took the fall for
yeah.
you. Also, yappers, Adam is quite possibly the smartest person any of us have ever met.
Yeah, he's probably going to get a Nobel Prize one day.
Yeah.
Watch out.
Not for mac and cheese, though.
Not for mac and cheese.
Oh my God, that's so
Oh, man.
funny.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, Adam. I'm pretty sure it was Adam. I hope if it wasn't Adam, pretend it was someone named Adam.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see what else I had. Oh my gosh. Charles's grandkids are so annoying.
Yeah.
Oh, they were just they played their characters very well, but it was like I know this was the point, but anytime they said anything, I was like, oh, I just want to slap you little dicks in the face.
Even the one who helped out with the music thing to get the music sign-in sheet.
Oh, I mean, yeah, he didn't want to help because he wanted to be helpful. He was just bored.
That's fair.
And then he invited that random girl to their Thanksgiving.
Oh, my God, that's so true. Oh my God, I forgot about that. Cringe. Oh
my God. I did think their, like, the whole worm thing was really funny. Their worm football and his fake worm band with the worm songs.
Oh yeah, props to him for just, like, off the top of his head, just listing a bunch of worm-related song titles. That was insane. I also thought it was funny how Charles Neuendijk started playing the worm football game himself, like, after the kids left.
He was like, does that say worm down? Yeah, they're worms playing football, Grandpa. Oh, sorry. Silly question.
Aww.
Oh.
I do like how we got to see more of that family and also more of the story, like the camping trip and everything. It was very sweet.
So sweet. Oh, just a few, like, really funny lines/scenes. One was the blazer conversation when Holly was accidentally wearing 3 blazers.
Oh my God. Yeah. What was that?
I don't know. I should have known that was the creators of Parks and Rec when I saw that, because I was like, this is so random.
Yeah, I was like, is this going to be important in the end? Like, where is this going? And then, no, just absolutely not. Just nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. It felt like when Leslie was trying to explain something to the whole Parks and Rec department and Andy just started asking random questions and be like, blah, 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 blah. And she's like, no, we're not talking about that right now. Okay. Like, I had that same energy. Like,
yes.
Are you wearing 2 blazers right now? Yeah.
Any non-blazer related questions, all the hands go down. Okay.
Okay. Oh, and then the other one was with Vinnick's wife, that young woman. I thought the name of her art show, it was like Kelsey me in a Kelsey selfie or something. Do you remember the name of her gallery show?
I don't remember.
Oh, so funny. So that was funny, and then like the way she was explaining her art, just like so literally, people were trying to make it way more complicated than it was, and she was like, "I just saw this tower," and I was like, "What's that?"
She's such a good actress. So I
Yeah.
think I recognized her from there's like this comedy group that I follow called Dropout, like
Mm,
Dropout TV, and I think she has done some appearances on that, but I didn't confirm this, so maybe I should
mm.
look this up before I say anything. Kelsey, a man on the inside, Vinnick. Lisa Gilroy. She's been in, oh yeah, multiple Dropout productions, including Make Some Noise, Game Changer, and Very Important People. Okay, great. Yes. Yeah, so
Cool.
I've seen her in a bunch of like those episodes, and she's
Hmm.
so funny.
Hmm. Nice.
Lisa Gilroy. There were so many other like very big actors and actresses in this show. Like
Yeah.
every time they
Max
introduce a new
Greenfield.
character. Yeah, Max Greenfield. The guy who played Vinnick is also a
Yes.
character on Veep. That's
Oh,
who I
yeah.
recognize
Okay,
him
he's
from.
in Veep. He's also in The Good Wife. He plays the love interest of Dan Lockhart. And the primary thing I recognize him from is none other than the 2002 hit film Cadet Kelly.
What? He was in Cadet Kelly?
He's her stepdad.
No way. Wow.
Yep. Yep.
That's
I was
so
like, hey, that's a
funny.
guy from Cadet Kelly. No, he's in other stuff too. I should look this up. And then I was like, oh yeah, he was
You
in The Good Wife.
you recognize him from Cadet Kelly?
I sure did.
Wow. Oh yeah, look, there he is. Wow. That's insane. Great.
Yeah. Okay. Should we do ratings?
I think so.
Yeah, I think I'll keep my quality of 4 out of 5 just because kind of what we talked about around like I think the story was a little more like the mystery wasn't as interesting as season 1 and there weren't as many like heartwarming moments as season 1. So I'll but I did really enjoy it still, so quality 4 out of 5 and enjoyment. You know what? Since I can't do integer, I would have given it 4.5, but I'll stick to 4. Yeah, because I don't think it really
Uh,
deserves quite a 5, but yeah.
yeah, that's fair. Let's see. I feel like I mean, what really makes a quality 4 out of 5 versus 5 out of 5?
I think 5 out of 5 is just like start to finish flawless, you know?
Mm. Okay, maybe I'll put mine down to a 4.
No, you can give it a 5.
I mean, would Severance be like a 5 out of 5? What would be like a
Yeah.
funny 5 out of 5 quality show?
White Lotus, I would give 5 out of 5.
Is White Lotus funny, like a comedy?
I found White Lotus so funny, like seasons 1 and
Okay,
2 for
like
sure.
okay, fair.
But I guess
Hmm.
yeah, comedy. I would give Parks and Rec a 5 out of 5. I think
Okay.
for quality. Yeah, you can give it a
Okay.
5 out of 5.
No, I think I'll give it a 4 out of 5. I think I'm happier with
Okay.
it being an 8 overall than a 9 overall.
Okay.
Because I will say, I don't think it made me feel as much as season 1. Like, season 1 made
Uh,
me so emotional and just like the meaning of life and all of these things. And like,
yeah.
yeah, the season was still good. It was like a good watch. But I didn't feel as much. So,
Yeah.
okay.
Super
So,
fair.
4 out of 5 quality, 4 out of 5 enjoyment.
Perfect.
Great.
Binge in
Glad we
progress.
aligned.
Yes, we have once again converged.
I'm happy to move my number this time.
Wait. Oh yeah, did I move mine last time?
I think you did, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I think
Oh yeah.
we're converging on the lower number now.
No, No. I went up last time because I said it was better
Oh,
than
you
Selling
did.
Sunset. Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Okay. True. Yeah, right. Okay, binge in progress. Let me think. Um, I feel like I've said all this stuff about binge in progress in previous episodes, so instead I'll say something that I'm looking forward to, which is we are going to see Wicked Part 2 tomorrow, and I am so excited. This is like, I have been looking forward to this literally the day that I saw Wicked Part 1. I put it in my calendar, November 2025. Wicked Part 2 comes out. So I'm so excited to finally watch it tomorrow.
Yes, me too. Confession, I did see it last night,
Ugh.
but I won't say anything about it. Yeah, I won't say anything about it. We can maybe talk about it in our next binge in progress next week
Okay.
once more people have
Okay.
watched it too. Yeah.
Great. Okay, I also saw something on Instagram that was like some article that was like, oh, Wicked Part 2 is like not as good as blah blah blah. Like the Broadway show did it better or something like that. And then I got really worried.
Oh, well, I don't have anything to compare to because I've not seen the Broadway show. I loved it. I don't
Okay,
want to give
great.
anything
Don't say
away, but
anymore. Don't say
I
anymore.
loved it. Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Okay, I'm excited again. Maybe I
Yeah.
should sandbag myself though, because then I'll enjoy it even more.
You should what?
I should sandbag my
Oh,
expectations
Sandbag. Oh, yeah.
so
It
that
was
way when I actually see
terrible.
it. Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh no. What are you binging?
Well, I think I have also talked about all of this. Stranger Things,
Hmm.
Gilmore
Oh, I tried
Girls.
watching Secret Lives and I
Oh,
couldn't get through it.
yeah,
I think
fair. We've done a lot of reality TV recently.
yeah, we needed to, sorry, yappers, we needed to take a break from the reality TV and come back to our story-driven fictional shows, which is our bread and butter.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, yeah, that's really it. I'm on season 3 of Stranger Things now. I don't know if I'm gonna finish season 4 before Thanksgiving, but
It's made a lot of progress.
yeah, Anju and I are putting in work.
Hey man, it's an honest living. It ain't much.
Someone's got to do it.
Someone's gotta put in that work.
Oh yeah, so Yappers, our next episode will be me and my sister, Anjali, who you have seen on the show before, and we will be covering part 1 of Stranger Things 5, which I am so excited to talk about.
Yes. Hopefully we'll have episodes per part that gets released. So hopefully we'll have like a part 1, part 2, and then a bonus episode for the finale once that comes out, which I think is New Year's
New Year's
Eve.
Eve.
And we are probably going to take a break in January because we thought we were going to take a break during the holidays, but there's simply too much good TV to watch. So we're powering through the
Banger after
holidays.
banger is coming out. We have Emily in Paris. We have Stranger Things. What else do we have?
Merv.
Dead Man Knives Out. Jay Kelly. Okay, it's really just those two. Emily in Paris. and
It's
Stranger
literally
Things.
the reason that we did December is because of Emily in Paris. Now we have to like watch movies. Oh
We could take
man.
a 2-week break or a 3-week break. Nah, we don't have to.
We could okay, yappers, we'll look at the calendar and we will get back to you. If you're ever wondering why we don't publish calendars about what episodes we're going to do like many weeks in advance, this is why. We literally figure out what we're going to watch based on how we're feeling that week and then we record on Sunday and then
And
give you an
sometimes we're like,
episode.
actually, I don't want to do this. Let's do
Yeah.
something else.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true. Selling the OC, we didn't know we were going to do that until day before, honestly.
True.
Yeah. But as always, if you have any recommendations on shows that are coming out, specifically in December or January, please let us know.
Yeah.
And then also if you want to host, let us know.
We'll just give you all of our information. We'll probably send you a microphone.
We will
Does
buy
anyone want
you.
to take over for us, actually?
Can anyone buy us out? Anyway.
Thanks for yapping with us. If you loved this episode, have some hot takes we missed, or if you've got a show you're dying for us to binge next, follow us on socials. We're at Binge Yap Repeat.
Until next time, happy binging!